Hey guys, this is Kyle McMahon. I am here for Pop Culture Horror at the Wizard World Comic-Con in Philadelphia at the beautiful Pennsylvania Convention Center in the heart of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming up for you, so stay tuned. We are at the Wizard World Philadelphia, and I am here with
Darlene Overbach.
And you are here with
We call it Monty. This is our flying Ford Anglia fan car. My husband found this on eBay. It was not in the condition it's in now, and then he fully restored it.
That's awesome. And what was your passion behind? I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. Yeah. So what was your guys' passion behind that?
Originally, it was my passion, and then it became his passion. See, my husband likes to say that he's the car guy, I'm the geek, and together we get to do this. And we started our own little company called Magic and Gear, and we try to find cars that are kind of unusual and quirky, and they have some kind of semblance to the fandoms. So we have the Ford Anglia here, and then we are working currently on a Beetle from Once Upon a Time.
Okay.
And then we have the AMC Pacer from Wayne's World.
Oh, that's awesome.
All of them are just fan cars. We just really enjoyed, finding the history, finding the culture, and bringing it to people.
And where do you find these?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know. I think eBay and Craigslist are the danger zones if you are even thinking about this kind of stuff. But yeah, my husband's, I get worried when he gets on there. He really wanted to do a Hornet car, but there's one here today, and he was like, okay, great. I was like, oh, phew. Our bank account is much happier now.
And so you bring them around to different...
This is actually our first Wizard World. Yeah, we're from the Ithaca, New York area. We just kind of... we have day jobs, and we were asked to come and do this show, and I said, yeah, it sounds like fun.
Yeah, that is a lot of fun. And I have to ask, what house are you with?
What do you mean?
What Harry Potter house?
Oh, what house?
Yeah.
Oh, we're both Hufflepuffs.
So am I. Yes, that's amazing. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, thank you, and I love the cars.
Thank you.
And I have Amy Chu here, who I am so excited about because she is a writer on an X-Files one-shot that has turned into more than a one-shot. Welcome.
A double shot, I guess, right?
Yeah, exactly. What was it like writing an X-Files title?
Well, because I'm a longtime X-Files fan, it sounds ridiculous, but it is a dream come true, I mean, there are people on the regular series, so it's kind of like, okay, I don't want to be that person where I'm going to stab you in the back and try to get that title, but if they want to throw some work my way, absolutely. So, right? So I'm thrilled. And to do alternate universe where you can play with a universe that I know so well, I'm absolutely on board with that.
Yeah, it's like taking canon and getting to do whatever you want with it.
It's like permission to play in that universe and to respect the original universe. It's cool, and then now that I'm a writer, I really respect the craft. Before, when I was watching the episodes, you're watching as a fan, and you're enjoying it. Now I wow, right? It's like a totally different way of looking at things, because I had to go back and rewatch, a lot of episodes, and I'm pulling out my, the stuff that I liked, and I'm like, now I appreciate it. It is hard to write.
So where do you draw from? Because it's outside of canon, so you do get that freedom, but it also seems like it would be a lot of pressure as well, because
what you're doing is you're writing for fans like yourself and for me. You don't want to mess things up. You want to do things that respect canon, but at the same time, it's like pulling things out where you want to impress people, show that you have the cred, because I don't want to be like, okay, I don't know anything about X-Files, but I'm going to write X-Files. I don't want to be that person. But to do things where not only do you make it accessible to new people who maybe don't know X-Files as well or at all, and make it enjoyable, but at the same time sort of seed a lot of things so that people who really know the series have enough going for them that they see the Easter eggs and they enjoy it. Absolutely.
And are we allowed to talk about any upcoming X-Files related things you might be working on?
Why not? I think it was only supposed to be a one-shot, but since it did so well, it became a two-shot, and now I think we're getting a triple shot. So I'm very excited about that.
I'm super excited about that too. And what else are you working on? I'm obsessed with the X-Files, and that's my favorite thing. But
I have to say, I mean, it's like picking children, it's a favorite child kind of thing. I really enjoy working on X-Files, but really my main gig is Red Sonja here and the Kiss series, which I'm winding up. I'm on board for 10 issues. I get to meet Gene Simmons tomorrow. That's kind of awesome. Let's see, what else am I working on? Oh, I got a little bit of Emma Frost coming up for Marvel. Just a little short story, but it's very excited because obviously that's another iconic character that I'm dying to write. So.
Absolutely. And so where's Red Sonja going next? Can you give us a little taste?
Okay, so I was writing issue 7 right now. We just did a whole arc of Red Sonja in present day, which is turning out to be really popular. I'm really excited because a lot of people stop by the table to say how much they're enjoying it. We're making it fun. We're really making it action-packed. It's fast and furious. The next arc is going to be kind of Mad Max Fury Road. She's going to road trip across America. So, yeah, it'll be fun to write and it'll be fun for the artist to draw, I think.
Women writers in the comic world are becoming more standard, but you're almost blazing a trail, in my opinion, for lots of future female writers to come. So what do you think about that, where the industry is today in regards to that?
I think we made a lot of progress just in the last couple of years. I mean, I don't want to give people the impression that there weren't women writing. Louise Simonson, there's a lot of, Ramona Fradon was drawing Aquaman way back in the day. But that was in the day where there's no social media, and maybe there weren't, I don't know. Nowadays, I do feel it's important because I don't feel like I had any role models to say, oh, you should become a writer. And who would have ever thought that I'd be writing Kiss? Not my mom or dad, okay? I'll tell you that right now. So I do kind of feel it's important for me, like if I, to represent and to encourage young women and men that you can do this. It's hard, but you can do this. And it's a viable thing, if you feel it's in your blood and you want to give it a try. I mean, there's a lot more women doing this, especially in the non-superhero kind of space. But I feel like, it's a terrible thing to say, but we as women can write male characters too, not just women characters. We should be able to write whatever we want technically, but I think we're at a stage where a lot of women are sort of like, okay, well, you can do the female characters. I'm like, well, I can do more than that. Now I'm doing Kiss, so I'm like, let's try to do more of that. And so I think we made a lot. And I've said this before, I don't think we're at parity, obviously. I mean, nothing's ever like 50-50. I think the more women who decide that they want to do this, whether they're writing, drawing, editing, quite a few female editors now, Marvel and DC, so it's like,
we're getting there.
We're getting there. And I think just more diversity in general is just a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you so much, Amy Chu, trailblazer and X-Files fellow fangirl. Where can we find you to follow all your cool stuff?
Oh, sure. Well, I do tweet a lot. It's AMYCHU. And I have a website called I Write Comics, because sometimes people do not know what I do. Right. So my website is actually iwritecomics.com. So.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you so much. I'm here with Sony Aralyn. And Sony, you are with the Wizard World Cosplayers, correct?
Yes.
And tell me, what is it like being a professional cosplayer?
It's awesome. It's like I'm not really working a day in my life, really. I'm just doing what I love,
And not a lot of people can say that.
No. It's true.
What is your inspiration? What inspires you?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's all of the characters that I read in comic books, the TV shows and movies that I watch. They inspire me to be like a even better person than I am.
That's awesome. And you are an advocate for other people doing cosplay. What's your reasoning behind that? Why do you think that's such an amazing thing?
I feel like for me, when I was younger, I had really bad insecurity issues. And through cosplay, I've become a very confident person in everything in life. So I would hope that cosplay would do something positive for someone else like that.
That's so cool. So now you go out and advocate to other people about how it can change lives.
Absolutely, and it can keep a lot of people out of trouble too, It's a very nice and positive environment.
Awesome. And last question is, what is your favorite character to do?
Oh man, that's a good one. I think my favorite character right now is Nikki Bella from WWE.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a fun character to be.
Cool.
Yeah.
And where can we see you?
You can see me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook under Sony Erilyn.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Sony. See you guys. Hey guys, I am here with Ashley and Dan. Ashley is with the Delaware Ghostbusters, and Dan is with the Philadelphia Ghostbusters. So what do you guys do exactly?
Well, today we're actually here raising money for charity. We're raising for Rett syndrome, which affects little girls. It's a neurological disease. So we do a lot of charity work, and we just try to, have fun and make people smile.
I mean, that's our goals as different chapters. We try to utilize like being a Ghostbuster and getting out there and doing great causes for different things. This is one of those things we do.
That's really cool. And how did you guys get into this?
I think we're all just nerds that like to dress up, and we want to help people.
Yeah, basically, that's how it all started. The guy who started the Philadelphia chapter, Halloween costume, he's like, I want to do this and do charity work. And that's how it started.
That's really incredible. So this started, and were you guys huge Ghostbuster fans, or were you just, you got into the fandom through this? Or?
Oh yeah, of course. I've been a fan since I was a little kid.
Same.
Right. What do you think of the 2016 Ghostbusters?
I liked it enough to dress up like it, so.
Yeah, that's pretty good then.
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was great. It had all these new weapons, and the cameos were fantastic in it. It was funny. I hope they get another one. Those girls deserve it.
Absolutely. I thought it was hysterically funny. And it honored the original movies while being like new and different. So it was so cool. You guys allowed me to wear this pack, which I must say is, I've only been wearing it for 17 seconds, and it's really, really heavy. How do you guys do this all day?
That's a good question. You have the lightweight one.
Just dedication, and massages afterwards.
Okay. So, and I know that you've never gotten this question ever, but who are you going to call?
Somebody else.
And where can we find you guys so we can follow you?
Well, Delaware Ghostbusters, we're on Facebook and Instagram, DE Ghostbusters, and
Yeah, same. Philadelphia Ghostbusters on Instagram and Facebook as well.
Hey guys, I am here with Tony Drake with Blue Geek Music. So Tony, tell us about what you're doing.
So we have an animation that we're trying to get greenlit. The dope thing about this is that we did it out of a Grammy award-winning studio. We have other producers that are Grammy nominated. So we have a lot of talent on the music side. And now we're just going out to different investors trying to get a greenlit to actually have a full-length animated series.
What you do is you have kind of married hip-hop and animation, correct?
Correct. So we have all original music that we're using to drive the story, kind of set the mood, similar to something like how Nujabes did with Samurai Champloo, how that music was basically almost a character in its own.
Right.
We're trying to create that same type of feeling.
What's the story behind the animation?
So we have the main character is Slick, and he wants to be a hip-hop star. Okay. So this takes place in the future. He winds up meeting a DJ who says, if you sign this contract, I can make you a star. So he signs the contract. He didn't read the contract. Come to find out, he actually signed up to be a hitman for hire, and now he has to navigate being a hitman and releasing a debut album at the same time.
Nice. And where can we find more information?
So if you go to www.bluegeekmusic.com, you can find more information there, or you can follow us on Instagram at Blue Geek Music.
All right, awesome. Thank you. This is such a legendary person, Tupac. How do you take such an iconic person in history, in musical history, in the culture, and convert that into a film?
You just tell the story how it is. You know what I mean? It's not really a conversion if you're making the truest form of the story. So it's really just telling his story and just making it, reflect cinematography-wise. You know what I mean? So It's not a conversion. It's the actual story just seen on screen with a play-by-play. So if I think about your life, you ask your friends, your family, who you are, it's just taking all of those, because none of those depictions are wrong of you. It's just different stories. So if I ask your mother who you are, she's gonna tell me one story.
Absolutely.
And then your best friend, he's gonna tell me another story.
Absolutely.
And then your female companion, she's gonna tell me a different story. Which story is wrong?
Right.
None of them.
Right. None of them.
They're all right. So it's just about combining those stories to create a trajectory that gives you a through line through a timeline of your actual life. So never one being too heavy, a complete balance of that trilogy.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. All eyes on me. What's the date we can go see it?
Come on, man. June 16th, man.
There
Truest
you go.
form. You saw a little bit in there. Very emotional, but to imagine the whole movie.
Cannot wait, man. June 16th. All eyes on me.
Big shout out to Pop Culture Whores from LT Hutton. All eyes on me, June 16th.
There you go. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. It's going to be awesome. Hey guys, we're live here at Comic-Con Philadelphia. I am here with Brendan, who is a cosplayer.
Hi, my name is Brandon, and I'm dressed as Kylo Ren for Wizard World today, and I'm really happy to be here.
Why did you choose Kylo Ren?
So I'm in love with Star Wars, and I was obsessed with The Force Awakens, and I can't really dress as Rey because I don't have the hair for it, so I decided to go with someone like Kylo Ren, also because I love the Sith.
Okay, and how big of a Star Wars fan are you?
Oh, like, I've already pre-ordered tickets for The Last Jedi, kind of Star Wars fan. Well, not yet.
But you will.
Yeah, of course.
And how often do you do this? Like, do you dress up at home and stuff, or is it limited to?
No, I sometimes like to dress around and mess with my family members and stab them, but they never like to play around back. And I'm now around all the people who I can run up to them and stab them, and they'll play along, which is really cool.
And what does your family think about it? Are they like, what are you doing? Or are they like, oh, cool?
So my little brother, he's kind of getting into the whole Star Wars thing, but my parents are like, Brandon, just go upstairs. I'm like, okay, Mom, or Dad, whatever. And I'll go back to my room and I just have a lightsaber duel with myself.
And so tell me about your costume. Like, is this bought? Is this put together? What?
Okay, yeah, so the only things that are bought is the helmet and the lightsaber. Everything else I was putting together because I don't have like a bajillion dollars to get the actual Kylo Ren suit. Everything is expensive, so I had to go out to the thrift store and buy some. These were actually 2 Scream costumes, the Scream Killer costumes. And yeah, all I needed was a belt and some boots, and I got the whole Kylo Ren suit.
Nice. And how often do you come to cons?
So this is my second time being here. My first time I was with my cousin, and he brings me along whenever he has a little bit more money because I can never afford it. Right. But yeah, so this is my second time here. Not very often.
And what do you think? What do you think of Wizard World?
I love it. Oh, it's so much to look at. I can look at the artwork. I can take pictures with people in some awesome costumes, and then meet new people, which is really cool.
Absolutely. Are you meeting anybody? Are you meeting any talent while you're here?
So I've been looking at a lot of artists, and I've been talking to them. They've been talking to me, and I told them like I'm also an artist because I do this on the side, and primarily I do draw a lot during school, and I showed them some of my artwork, and they were like, "Oh, wow, you're really talented." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And I've been getting recognized a little bit, but I don't think I'll blow up like these guys.
You never say never. Believe in yourself. I believe in you, and all of them believe in you. So from Wizard World Philadelphia, thanks to you, and for all of you for watching.